Hello everyone. Is there any Aljunied residents here? Aljunied residents, Kichu! Okay. Good evening everyone. Tacha, Wan Sang Hao. Vanakkam. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay, tonight, in my speech, I would like to share about myself and a retrospection of my political journey. I'm sharing these two matters with you because in Malay, there's a proverb that goes, tak kenal maka tak cinta. In translation, if you do not know me, you won't be able to love me. Okay, tan. But in this context, it's not to love me per se as a person, but instead to love this cause of mine of bringing good to our nation. My name is Muhamad Faisal, or in Chinese, they call me Muhamad Faisal. It was given to me by my parents and was taken after the name of the King of Saudi Arabia, which rules between 1964 to 1975. One of the many meanings of the word Faisal in Arabic is an arbitrator. My life principles are to be a mercy or blessings to the universe, which means to bring as much benefits as I can to the society and our environment. Secondly, to do things right, even though it may not be a correct thing to do. I give you an example. Many people whom I met prior to me joining WP advised me that I'm not doing the correct thing. But my response was, it may not be a correct thing to do, but it is absolutely the right thing to do. I'm thankful, heartened, and greatly appreciate to have been given a chance and the trust by Aljunied GRC residents to serve them as the Member of Parliament together with my other parliamentarian colleagues. The last 4.5 years has been a humbling experience which I really treasure most. My political journey started at the end of 2005 when I was about to end my university studies in Melbourne, Australia, and about to return to Singapore. I was surfing the net and came across a video featuring our late and highly respected JB Jeyaretnam. In the video, the late JB Jeyaretnam was interviewed and was asked why he was so persistent in his political struggle, although he has faced bankruptcy twice. His reply triggered me to take part in politics. His simple but most impactful answer was, he is a God believer and he believes in social justice. Immediately, the voice from my heart responded, I'm a God believer too, and I should do the same thing. That is to be the part of this struggle for social justice. I returned to Singapore in 2006, and the very first thing I did was to join the Workers' Party. Why Workers' Party? I chose to join the Workers' Party because I could relate well with the party's call to move towards a caring society, and also on the party's philosophy, which says to take into consideration the humanistic aspects of factors in the formulation of government policies. I was appointed as election agent for Aljunied GRC team in GE 2006, and in GE 2011 stood as a candidate and was elected in Parliament, and now standing in front of you, all of you, as a returning candidate, ready committed and determined to defend Ajudat GRC. Back in 2006, apart from the huge steps in joining WP, I also managed to secure a job as a counselor in one of the voluntary welfare organizations. I see my role as a counselor is to assist and empower individual so that he or she is able to develop his or her self-determination and motivation in resolving his or her personal issues. Doing both counseling and politics at the same time, I started to realize after a while that these two areas, counseling, politics, complement each other. For example, if a person faces life difficulties, counseling can make this individual feel empowered in resolving their personal issues. However, if these same individuals live under a constant stressful living conditions which are caused by the government policies such as overcrowding and loss of jobs due to influx of foreigners, financial burdens due to high cost of living, and low as well as stagnated wages, no matter how much counseling will not be able to make these individuals to feel empowered, as these external factors such as government policies will not only curtail but also suppress the process of self-empowerment. My almost 10 years in politics are full of both challenging and joyful moments. When I first joined WP, I received many unwelcome remarks and comments such as it is a lost cause to get involved in opposition politics, waste of time, and many more. But these negative remarks did not deter me. I faced one of the biggest hurdles in my political journey back in 2010 when I was told to leave my counseling job due to my political activism. I was at the crossroad because counseling is my passion apart from my livelihood. At that point in time, my 3 children were still very young, aged 8, 4, and 1.5 years old respectively. Nonetheless, I took the plunge, holding tightly to my principle that is to do the right thing and leave the rest to fate. 10 months later, I stood for GE 2011 and God willing, I was elected as one of the MPs for Aljunied GRC. The past 4.5 years, me and the rest of WP's elected MPs and NCMP's colleagues went through many thick and thin together, both in and out of Parliament. We endeavored these challenges with patience, determination, and as rationally as possible. These pains and agonies we face are worth it. Personally, to me, it is necessary to go through such circumstances so as to achieve changes and betterment for our society. With the support of our families, staff of HPETC, residents, volunteers, supporters, and many others, we have managed to face and went through these challenges with positivity. And indeed, these challenges have made us stronger and more determined and resilient. Okay, the reason why I'm telling you all this tonight is to share that being the Workers' Party members of Parliament is very challenging, but yet humbling and fulfilling. The pain that we went through diminishes when we see smiling faces of our residents, supporters, volunteers, and fellow Singaporeans. To me personally, the pain that we have gone through is very much worth it, as this pain, I repeat, this pain translates into society's gain. Our pain is your gain. And I believe that all my 27 party colleagues on this stage are now most willing to absorb the pains for the sake of our society gains. Tonight, being the first rally for GE 2015 campaign, I would like to make a very important call, a crucial call to you, my fellow Singaporeans. The call to bring good to our nation, the call to make the change, the call to empower your future. Come September 11, vote for the Workers' Party!